Hey guys, welcome back. I'm really excited because today we're going to be talking all about how to dress like an Italian girl. As you know, on my channel, I love discussing French style, French girl style, and Parisian street style. I also really love talking about minimalism and ethical and sustainable fashion because I'm a huge thrifter. I try to buy as much as I possibly can secondhand, and when I don't buy things secondhand, I'm really trying to have a mix of high street fashion as well as really high quality, ethical and sustainable brands. Today we're going to be talking about both of these topics together. So if you love this concept and you love this topic, which I think you definitely will, and you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date when I publish new videos related to Italian accessorizing and aesthetic and just the whole gamut, because I'm going to be doing a deep dive on these topics throughout the rest of this year. So if you're really into classic style, I would highly recommend that you grab my guide, 29 Classic Items That Every Woman Should Own. You can grab that for free. It's in the description box below, or it will also be linked in the cards right above here somewhere. And I'm super excited to share with you that today's video is actually sponsored by Portrait Eyewear. They're an Italian eyeglass and sunglasses company based in northern Italy, and they reached out to me wanting to do a partnership. I was absolutely blown away with their product line, but more specifically blown away with their product mission. They're a completely ethical and sustainable company from top to bottom. Literally every aspect of what they do to make their glasses and sunglasses are ethically and sustainably done. Everything is handmade from scratch in Italy, and what I really like about this company is that they focus around the concept of the artist. So every pair of sunglasses and glasses kind of fall within a theme, and they have a unique name and they have a unique look which is very Italian. What's also really cool about them is that they partner with MSF, or Doctors Without Borders, so 5% of every online purchase goes towards MSF or Doctors Without Borders. If you are interested in shopping with Portrait Eyewear and you like the glasses that I'm wearing, you can grab a pair for yourself and use the code Brianna. In the description box below, you'll find the link to check out their website, Portrait Eyewear. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the glasses throughout the rest of the video, but I just wanted to mention that right up front and say I'm really excited to introduce you to this brand because you probably haven't heard of them, and if you have, you are super cool. All the looks are inspired by the frames that I chose, and they're called The Artist, which I absolutely love. And so I'm really pumped to show you the looks and to talk about my inspiration from around the internet trying to research Italian girl style. I respect so many different points of view when it comes to style, and I myself have gone through a huge journey when it comes to my own style as a personal stylist, and having worked in fashion and secondhand fashion for almost a decade now. Part of my job is to research these things, and the internet is such an amazing resource when it comes to actually being able to see what people are wearing. So I did a lot of research on Instagram and just kind of tried to learn what real women are wearing, and it is specific to my taste. Your taste and your interpretation of Italian girl style might be different, and that's totally cool. In fact, I think that categorizing or like generalizing a group of people in any particular way is really kind of limiting. It limits the broad spectrum of experiences and points of view that you would have in any culture. So I just wanted to get that little disclaimer out of the way because I know some of you might be thinking about that, and I definitely have thought a lot about that. Let's talk first about the style philosophy of Italian women. From what I can tell, and from some of the basic research I've done, there's kind of this concept in Italian style, or just in Italian dressing, grooming you could say, called fare bella figura, which basically means to make a good impression or put your best foot forward. And I very much see that Italian women love to always look put together. They always want to look chic and put together, even if it's a very casual thing. And I really relate to that personally on a personal level. I really dislike going out to the grocery store looking not put together, and I don't think that putting a look together is very challenging if you just think about the individual pieces that make up an outfit, make it more interesting and more unique, like the accessories like sunglasses and jewelry, handbags and shoes. So I would say their style philosophy is definitely always wanting to put their best foot forward no matter what their personal taste may be. I would say they definitely tend to invest in high quality items, and they love to invest in pieces that are going to stand the test of time. So you might find a piece that may not cost a lot of money, but they want to make sure it's a high quality garment in terms of its construction or perhaps its material and the fit. So if the fit isn't quite right, I would say that tailoring is something that is kind of a norm, and of course people buy things off the rack. They're modern women just like you and I. They have Zara and high street brands. They have all different kinds of brands that they shop from. But even if they're buying stuff from off the rack or at a thrift store or maybe secondhand or even really high end, they might invest in some tailoring, which is gonna make that fit just right for them. I would say that their aesthetic really runs the gamut. I don't think, again, that any group of people holds one unique aesthetic unless they're extremely tribal, if you know what I mean. But I would say that some of the aesthetic choices that I see Italians making over and over again as an American coming from the outside looking in is that they tend to gravitate towards very classic, chic tailoring and dressing. There's a lot of feminine silhouettes, but somehow they are able to blend that with the masculine. So while there's like very sexy, figure flattering, you know, body conscious silhouettes, I definitely see Italian women rocking menswear in a way that I just think is totally unique to them. I love that they also, from what I can tell just from the women that I've been following on Instagram, is I would almost say they have like a Western vibe to them. Not like a Western world vibe like we in the West, but almost like an American Western cowboy-ish vibe. I noticed a lot of fringe, as well as like bandanas or necktie scarves and really great wide brim hats. I've also noticed that there's quite a lot of denim, which surprised me. I didn't expect to see so much denim. I'm happy about that because I'm a huge denim addict. I also really love that the Italian women that I follow are very into color in how they dress themselves. I think that they're not afraid to dress boldly, a little bit more glamorously, maybe with more flair. And I like that they're playful without losing their seriousness. So like I was saying with the accessories, with Portrait Eyewear, they're definitely going to have more of a unique flair with what they do, more of an artistic take on things. And so with Portrait Eyewear, I can very much see this being a staple item that you incorporate into your wardrobe. It's a higher end, higher ticket item, but what I really like about that concept of investing in something that's very well made, that's ethically made, that has a mission, that is unique and beautiful, is that it's gonna last you a lifetime. And I also really appreciate that with Portrait, they allow you to do free shipping, free returns. They allow you to do virtual try on, which you can see here. I tried on a pair of sunglasses virtually. And they also allow you to, they may have this on their website now, but I'm not sure, but they also allow you to do a payment plan. So like with Carlana or Affirm, where you can split up the payments over time. So it's a little bit easier to invest in it if you don't have that resource right up front to go ahead and make that purchase. I would say still consider investing in it because this is a piece that will last you a super long time, and it is a limited edition. Like once that thing is gone, it's gone. Like once that style that you're looking at. And to me, it's like a piece of art. It's a piece of luxury. It's something that you can hand down to your kids, and it's something that will last you many seasons. It's just a handcrafted item, and so I really value that in my personal life. I think that If you love to shop secondhand and you love buying used clothing, buying something that is new but is luxury is a great way to kind of balance that out. Okay, so as we wrap up, some of the influencers that I really love and follow are going to be listed here on the screen, and I'm going to attempt to say their names in Italian, so please forgive me if I mispronounce the names and if I have a really horrid American accent. Okay, so the first one that I really love is Carlotta Rubaltelli, and I really dig her style. She's just got this chic look to her. She does incorporate a lot of French girl style into her life, which of course I really love. She definitely knows how to put some glamour out there and balance that out with her more casual looks. Plus, if you follow her on Instagram, her interiors, her apartment are stunning. They are stunning. I also really like Maria Vittoria Paolillo and Lucia Peraldo Maton, Margaretti Cardelli Cavalier, and actually Margareta and her husband have a brand called Guiliva Heritage. So again, please forgive me if I totally mispronounced that. But their clothing is so stunning, and she just did a little interview with Net-a-Porter on their Instagram page, IGTV, and I was so captivated with her look and very, very inspired by their clothing brand and just that kind of, like I was saying, that Western cowboy aesthetic that resonates with me, I'm a native born Texan. I don't know if you guys know that, but I was born in Texas and I lived there for I think 10 plus years. So it's a big part of who I am. And so I was excited to get to pull some of that influence into my style again. Alright you guys, that wraps it up for now. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and a huge thank you to Portrait Eyewear for sponsoring today's video. It was such an honor to get to work with an ethical company like this that's so committed to doing the right thing when it comes to fashion. And be sure to check them out using the link in the description box below. Go show them some love over on Instagram. Go shop their website. And if you have any questions about the looks that I was wearing, feel free to comment, and I'll try to post all the links to everything that I can in the description box, but a lot of the things that I was wearing were secondhand or vintage. Also, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and to grab your free guide on classic style linked in the description box below. I think that's all for right now, but I can't wait to see you guys next week. I'm so grateful for you. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.